Good evening. Today, I'm proud to announce the Immoral Thieves had a successful reunion war. This previous potluck spin, we all got together, decided we're not fully back yet. We just thought it would be kind of cool to get all the legends back into one clan once again. And do a fun spin, see how, how kind of bring back a little bit of memories, you know what I'm saying? And I feel as though it was a successful one. It was a lot of fun. I can't even lie. I myself got a fresh 10v10 triple this war from More Bones. You'll see it tonight. Guys, within the first two and a half hours into the war, the very first 2.5 hours in the war, we already had 4 10v10 triples. It was insane. I did my first attack live on stream. I was among one of those 4 and got the fresh one. The second one was close. Didn't quite get it. I left like 3 defenses up standing. I was a little bit salty. Oof. Fantastic war. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into the statistics of this war. Okay, so once again, and I say that because I'm pretty sure we've won the last 3 out of 3 wars against Spartans Legacy. A little bit of a fun fact, guys. The first war I ever did, the first competitive war I ever did in the hardcore war scene with the Immoral Thieves was against Spartans Legacy. So it was kind of like it was kind of cool. Like the reunion war that we do back together happens to be against a clan. That was the first one I ever went up against. So I thought it was pretty neat. And we won then too. So 115 to 112, fantastic stats. Anytime we do these, I always like to pick, one of the 9s that popped off well. In this case, I kind of want to show. You know what? Let's go ahead and show Trinets. Okay, so breakdown: 6, 18, 16. Potluck spin. 11v11s. We did go 1 for 3. One of those was a little bit on the unfortunate side. I was kind of hoping that we would at least have picked up the second one, but you know what? It's all right. It's all right. They went 1 for 2, 50% hit rate. Dips. We went perfect, 9 for 9. Spartans Legacy, 9 for 10. They failed 1 dip. The 10v11 front. Surprisingly, there really wasn't a whole lot of 10v11 action. We went 3 for 7. Not terrible, but not the greatest. 43% hit rate. To be honest with you, with the amount of 10s that were popping off at the very, very, very beginning of war, like literally just hitting other 10s, no one really wanted to hit the 11s. We just wanted to keep hitting 10s. Just because it's so much more fun. They went 5 for 13, so they were able to successfully 2-star 2 more than us. And then the 10v10 front, we went 9 for 29. They went 6 for 23. So it actually did come to be a pretty close war. I've got to say, Spartans Legacy did come out swinging. You could tell they had some passion behind those attacks. They were wanting it, and they had some really fantastic attacks. They had some pretty good bases, and so special shout out to them. It's always a fun war, especially when you've got a little bit of a history with the clan. It makes it that much more hyped, And then for a reunion war, that passion that's brewing, just kind of a little bit of fuel in the fire. So, we're about to hop right into these attacks. We're going to go ahead and start off with the 11v11, and then we're going to move into the 10v10s, showcasing each and every one, going from the top of the list all the way down. And I will show you guys mine as well. That was among them. I think mine was a little bit more toward the end. So without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and get that zoomed in view. Take a peep here. We're going to go ahead and open up with the hit against Am I saying it right? Morsh? I think I'm saying it right. There's the Queen Walk up top by the 12. Wizzy, Baby Dragon, helping to establish the funnel. Gets a nice break allowing the queen to cut in, turn it into a charge here. And she does, in fact, have the warden behind her. For my Twitch viewers out there, the Wooden. There's the rage. Locks eyes from across the room against the enemy queen. Grabs the warden. Look at that. Look what he's establishing here. Look what he's carving out of the base. Pulls the CC. Look at this, guys. Bowlers over at the 9. If you guys can see that over there. Now envision this chunk, this side of the base, from the 12 here over to the 9. Once that's cleared, look what's left of the base, you know? Essentially carving it out. Utilizes giants to help tank here. Cutting in. King jumps. Queen to follow. And then the bowlers start ripping apart the base. They make their entry. He gets that next jump spell out. Fantastic warden ability. Inferno towers are starting to make their run. Oh man, that was actually a great split for those bowlers. Little bit much on the outside, but hey, you know, luckily his kill squad here in the core with his queen is going very strong, and luckily with the bowler kind of tanking a little bit, that last Inferno tower, it did have him a little bit worried there. He already did activate the queen ability too, so utilizes that rage and continues to finish gutting out that core right there. And does she stay up? She does, just barely. Sliver of health left, and to keep her running. Bowlers on the outside to go ahead and finish the job. Do it ×2 here. Nicely done, man. Wow. He had a pretty solid amount of troops left there at the end too. Full health warden, queen back up and running. Plenty of bowlers, plenty of witches. Nicely done, dude. That was a good 11v11 trips. All right, so then we're gonna dive straight into the 10v10s here, hitting Halo's base. My boy Jeffrey. 12 o'clock, flight begins. Go ahead and peg that initial archer tower there. No, wasn't quite able to tag it initially with the initial loon. There it is. There it is. King is down. There's the queen. Alright, so he's going the Sui route, hoping to tag this air defense. Another archer tower. And a stat helped carve out a chunk of the base here to allow for flight. There's the initial entry. Oh, you know, he's trying to grab the queen too, isn't he? Sui for the queen. That's pretty ballsy there. Hadn't quite activated the phase. He needs to sit on it for this Inferno tower. He pulls the CC, tags the enemy queen. He already phased her. Look at that perfect timing. Wow. Wow. And guys, bear in mind, I'm gonna hit pause here for a second. Bear in mind, he wanted his queen to die because he does not want to pop this hound. Since the rest of the attack is flight, he doesn't want to pop this hound here. So that was perfect timing for her to die. As soon as she tagged out the enemy queen. I don't know. Now, who was that from ByeForever that had me? That was like, how many times you say, we can make a drinking game, or how many times you say the word tagged? Now you got me thinking about it every time. Commentate these hits. Alright, rage. Oh, and he got the heal going. There's a skelly trap. Damn, that was a good hit. That was a good Lalo. Great split there. Help clear out that X-bow. Takes out the Inferno tower. And boom, plenty of cleanup. Nicely done. Nicely executed from my boy Jeffrey. Good hit, man. Good hit. Do the ×4, and that's it. Nicely done, man. Nicely executed. Alright, then we had Lakeside coming in. Alright, this was kind of an interesting base. Initially looking at it, as you can see, he's got these corridors. I'm going to pause here real quick. He's got these corridors that kind of lead a little bit more toward the core of the base. Essentially, it's almost like it's 3 separate islands or 3 separate bases, you know? I'm sure a lot of people's initial thoughts are, I'm going to try and walk right through that base and just carve out the entire chunk of it. But with these maxed out 10s and single point infernos, it's not really necessarily an option. At least not one that's feasible. I'm sure he's got plenty of air seeking mines and a whole bunch of nonsense in there just to prevent just that. So he's got the kill squad cutting in. One of the mistakes he did make, though, is having both of those heroes right there together alongside the enemy clan castle troops. So a small kill squad here is able to get right in there and take both of them out and essentially carve a fantastic pathing for a hog run. So it goes ahead and drops a giant. Nice. Dude, look at the giant he utilizes. I'm going to hit pause for a second. That's actually a fantastic idea. A lot of times people are just going to essentially, I know I would do it myself, just start the hog run, do a 2-3 finger drop and just let him go. But he actually runs one giant, which would be equivalent to one hog dying, and he goes ahead and tanks some of these point defenses with it and allow those hogs. I mean, you're essentially saving the life of what, 2, maybe even 3 hogs? So that's kind of cool there. I just wanted to point that out. And since he didn't have to use it, since he did not need a jump spell for that kill squad, he's going to go ahead and bring an extra heal with him too. She's going to utilize, oh, look at that. Look at that timing. Going right to that giant bomb there in the core, right next to that Tesla archer tower. Oh, man. And then the final one in the final island / compartment. Good job, Lakeside. That was a good hit, man. Smart. Like I said, I like that idea he ran with that giant too. I'm actually going to have to pick that up for my next attack. At least my next hog run. Oh, those storages. Nice hit, dude. Nice hit. Alright, the next one is going to come out of our boy Scorpio. Another hog run. Queen charge here. And you really can't ask for a better attack than a nice, sexy queen charge hogs. 2 rage, 3 heal at that. A lot of times, a lot of these charges you see 3 rage, 2 heal. So he's actually gonna hope and to get more from his hog run than he does with the charge. 6 wall breakers, 5 whizzies. Nice cleanup with the Barb King. And releases the healers. We'll just wait long enough to allow the Barbarian King to get like way far enough away so that way those healers don't pull. Because he's like, you know what, I'm just gonna get the rest of these wall breakers out there. And note, guys, he actually does have his Inferno Tower set to multi. Something I'm not really sure why he did. But hey, you know, we took advantage of it. I'm pretty sure this is a fresh triple. Maybe. Don't quote me on that. Grabs the Wizzy Tower, Inferno Tower, gonna pull the enemy CC as well as the Queen. Just gonna cut in here and take her out as well. Look at the value that he's gonna get from this charge here. I'm pretty sure he picks up an X-bow as well as another wizard. Oh, I don't know what that was. It's too awesome of an attack, I guess. Maybe just made my iPad kind of freeze up a little bit. All right, goes ahead and starts the hog run, especially while the X-bow and some of these defenses are kind of locked up on the Queen here. Goes ahead and takes advantage of that. He does have a poison spell with these skelly traps kind of coming out on those hogs. He goes ahead and utilizes it as they make their way through the Inferno Tower and into the Bomb Tower. Now, bear in mind, guys, he's going straight into an enemy Barbarian King. Now, he's got to have that heal spell placed over the radius of the King. As you can see, it's taken out an entire section of the hogs, so this came really close. And he's going to have to use the help from his Queen over here back end, pulling that X-bow and getting that DPS away from the hogs and onto something that's got some healers and keep running. And there we go. Takes out the defenses. They turn around and go ahead and clear that Barbarian King to a ×2 here. And then it's just garbage on the outside of the base left. Nicely done. Nicely executed. My boy Scorpio. Beautiful attack, man. Beautiful attack. Alright, MB. The man, the myth, the legend. Mighty Buzzard. Alright, so goes ahead and drops his golems, gets a wall break entry, rage, pulls the enemy CC. Does he even bring bowlers with him? I think he gets full value with just a couple of wizards, a golem, and heroes. What a champion. Look at that. He didn't even bring a kill squad really with him. He just uses his heroes, a couple wizards, 2 golems, 1 or 2 golems, and see how if it was a shattered or not. Takes both enemy heroes, takes a CC, and then just starts a mass hog run. There's the giant. There's the giant again, pulling some DPS from those point defenses. Look at that attack, man. That was a good hit. Actually spread the hogs out too. Something that you don't quite see. I mean, I'm not saying you never do. But you don't see too often in some of these hog runs, especially on the 10v10 level. A lot of times you kind of want to keep your hogs together to kind of help, better, numbers, getting through areas of defense, and being able to clear them faster. Because when it comes to hogs, it's more about the speed than anything else. Speed and high output of damage. When in this case, he actually spread them out and was in fact successful in it. It did cut it a little bit close, so you can see some skellies putting in work on those hogs. But he had fantastic heal placements. He was able to successfully cut through this base and then turn around and take those skellies out and then continue mission. So it ended up panning out for him. It was actually a fantastic idea as far as how he utilized the kill squad here. And well, I mean, I guess lack thereof a kill squad. Not even needing bowlers or anything in the CC. That was pretty cool in my opinion. Goes in and takes it out, Mighty Buzzard. He actually, I remember him doing this attack while we were live at twitch.tv/Scatoria. I was live on my attack, and he actually went in and hit my boy Nas here. Man, shout out to Nas if you're watching. And we did it at the exact same time. So I thought that was pretty cool. Alright, Koi. I don't know, was it Samson? Plus Samson? Please, Samson? I don't know how to say his name. Alright, so we're gonna see the opening with the Queen Walk here, bowlers, Bewitch. Lack of better terms, you guys know what I'm talking about. Jump spell is down. Hoping to pull these bowlers left, which he does, while simultaneously keeping that flank integrity with the witches and bolies. Poison spell is out, hoping to cover both heroes as well as the enemy clan castle troops. Look at that, bowler's just carving through the space right here. And whenever you have a base like this with corridors that lead straight through the core just like that, I mean, you gotta expect a Bewitch attack to kind of come through. This is one of those bases, you just look at the wall placements and the way those corridors are laid out, I mean, it just screams this type of attack comp. So if those of you guys out there that are kind of curious, like, oh, what attack is, viable utilizing the Bewitch, or what base is viable utilizing Bewitch on, and it's this type of base right here, as you can see. It absolutely wrecks. Good job, man. That was a nice hit, dude. And then we're gonna go into Heli's attack. It may have been this one that went at the same time. I don't remember. Helicase. Another one of the Immoral Thief legends. Opening up with a giant walk. What's the HEHB? Oh my goodness. Oh man, Helicase. Yeah, this is the one, because I remember them talking about that after we came out of the live. Hogs cutting in. Oh man. That's when you gotta really start thinking to yourself as a base builder. Am I a base builder? I'm just messing with you. Spartans Legacy. Shout out, dudes. pulls the enemy clan castle troops, cuts in, grabs the enemy archer queen. He's got 10 hogs on standby, guys. 2 heals. And a poison. So then carve straight into the core of the base right here. Queen takes out the second Inferno Tower with ease. Still has her phase ability. Nice heal spell. Now he's out of giants, so the healers are locked eyes again with the Archer Queen. Pull some air skellies. A lot of times in some of these lighter weight 10s, you don't generally see a whole lot of air skellies popping out. A lot of times you're trying to see these bases kind of fending off against these hog runs, and you'll start seeing a lot more ground skellies. So it's kind of neat to see some utilization there. And that was his final heal. Luckily his queen is still standing, helping out a bit with cleanup. We're gonna do a ×2 here. Hogs came a little bit close. As you can see, his numbers are in fact thinning a little bit. And then the queen was able to go ahead and grab that final defense and allow him to turn around and continue with taking out the rest of the garbage. Nicely done. Helicase, good hit on Chilla. 282. Alright, we got Lakeside. Lakeside, hold on. Did Lakeside have the 6-pack? Where's Lakeside? Guys, this war happened like 2 days ago, so everyone's all gone now. Wait, where's Lakeside? He did, right here. He had the 10v10 6-pack, so special shout out to our boy Lakeside with the 10v10 6-pack. I thought I saw his name there a second ago. Alright, comes in with the, always gonna go with the Sui Lalo avenue of approach here. This is actually the base I attempted on for my second attack. I think I had a little bit different plan though. I think I did a king for queen trade. No, queen for king trade. And then a kill squad up by the 12 with the hog run, but it didn't quite pan out. The one thing the killed polars were supposed to get, they left up. I was kind of salty. Alright, the Sui is incoming here. Goes ahead and grabs that air defense. Makes her way over. Activates her phase. Goes ahead and tags that Tesla. Flight begins. Over by the 11. All the way down by the 1, 2. Hastes are out. Go ahead and pushing those loonies into the core here. He does, once again, 2 sets of air skellies. And it goes ahead and does the rage skelly spell, excuse me, on the enemy archer queen. So he'll go ahead and tie her up and take her out, allowing the loons to go ahead and path into that final inferno and those last 2 wizard towers. Plenty of loons, great split. Look at that fantastic split there at the end. Do a ×2 here. And then Lakeside picking up that 6-pack. Gorgeous attack, man. I'm a big fan of some Sui Lalo. In my opinion, I think it's a very difficult attack comp to run. And if you're able to successfully do it, oof, it's magnificent. I feel like you can really damage a whole lot of different bases out there with it. So shout out to Lakeside. Let's go ahead and move over. This is actually my attack. This is one we did live on stream. Yes, it is a little bit lower weight, 10. It's fine. Similar concept. I'm going to pause real quick. Initially looking at it, I thought to myself, okay, these 2 easily accessible. With the queen being the farthest away, can still get her within the first compartment there, as well as the enemy CC. Value went from a decent kill squad. We'll be able to take a wizard, bomb tower, both heroes, clan castle troops, and possibly bonus would be a bomb tower. And then imagine this side of the base, just picture this right here, right? Freeze that in your mind. Now imagine that, what we had just shown you, gone. Torn out of the base. Now what's left is a fantastic C shape, as you can see, carved out of the base for a fantastic hog run, 2-finger drop between the cannons on the hogs. And that was the plan. So it opened up with a bowler bounce down by the 6 to help establish the funnel. Went with the jump spell between the mortar and that wizard tower down by the king pad. and went ahead and dropped my heroes and bowlers. So there's really not much else for them to go except taking the jump spell. I think I had maybe one walk over toward this this elixir collector. Yeah, I did. Why? Bowlers have a mind of their own, and yes. So the poison's out. Kill squads carving through the core of the base. Mission is accomplished as soon as the enemy queen goes down as a primary target. Everything else, in my opinion, was considered a little bit more of a bonus. You can see a bowler's actually got a little bit of a bowler bounce there to tag both X-bows. So definitely, absolutely accomplished the mission plus some. As you can see here, the exact section of the base where I told you needed to be carved out was successfully carved. So look what's left in the base. For 3 heal spells, oh, absolutely. Queen's still running at that. She cuts in, and I think she actually grabs the wizard tower too, which she does. Yep. 2-finger drop. I'll go ahead and drop the first heal within that first sector. 1 out of the 3 in the base. Go ahead and poison the skellies early, so that way I don't gotta worry about them later. They're not putting too much DPS in case I get a hog split. The second heal spell is out. I do in fact get a split here, which is fine. By this point, there's really no splash left. I think there was another giant bomb somewhere, but it's okay. Go ahead and drop that heal spell. I do get, yeah, there's 2 giant bombs there, and I actually do pull a couple skellies, which had me a little bit worried, especially with the hog count here, going into 2 higher DPS buildings such as those cannons. But they go ahead and get through it. They go ahead and carve through that mortar, take out the final cannon, turn around and help clear the skellies, as well as helping out with cleaning up the trash in the base. So that was my fresh 10v10 triple. Like I said, I did it live on stream. My first attack was within the first 2 hours of war. I was proud of myself, man. The chat was pretty lit. I was pretty amped up, pretty psyched out. That's how you do it, man. First attack in a reunion war. That's what I like to see. Alright, so the next one being Mighty Buzzard, MB. Apparently, it looks like Mighty Buzzard got himself the 6-pack this war as well. Mighty Buzzard, we saw him earlier with a fantastic. I think he had was it the HEHB we had earlier? There's the wall break entry going with the Sui. He's got the Rage Skelly for the queen here in the core. Mainly in case his queen doesn't tag, the enemy queen here. In case there's an unsuccessful. Yep, he's gonna go ahead and have to phaser. Goes ahead and pulls the CC. Ooh, sliver of health away from tagging her. But hey, like I said, he's got the Skelly spell, so it's not too big of a deal. Goes ahead and starts flight up by the 12, cycles over by the 9. I guess the initial pop out of the hound. Guys, you're gonna start seeing this a lot more too. Base building. We're gonna start seeing a lot more air defenses being utilized a little bit more toward the outside of the base, because these Inferno towers, provide fantastic means of popping hounds. So as you're gonna see, they're gonna carve right through them. Luckily, those loons were in their way, so we're popping to that final one, and they just got plenty of loons left there at the end. Look at that Lalo. That was a fantastic Lalo. Wow. He's got a heal spell. He's got a haste. Gonna go ahead and utilize it, pathing their way into that final wizard. That was a good hit, dude. Let's go ahead and do a ×2 here for the cleanup. Wow. Plenty of loons, plenty of pups, plenty of minions. Beautiful attack. And this is, of course, the lone builder hut. The 9 o'clock builder hut, man. It's either the 9 or the 12 every time. Alright, good attack. Good attack. And that's it, guys. That was our 10v10s and 11v11 trips this war. Alright, guys, so I appreciate you guys for hanging out tonight. Like I said, it's kind of nice having the legends back together. Whether it be one war, we're kind of talking about getting together and doing another potluck, like maybe next month. Who knows? This could turn into like maybe a monthly thing. The Immoral Thieves, coming from all clans across the community, coming together as one. When we still got our Discord server, we're always talking. This is actually weirdly enough, it's actually one of the most active Discords I've seen in a long time now. So it's pretty cool seeing the guys back together and and the trash talking that goes on. I mean, wow, that voice chat. Let me tell you what, guys. So if you haven't already, make sure you guys follow me over at twitch.tv/Scatoria, as you can see up top over there. So you can see some live coverage of these wars, not just the Immoral Thieves, but I am part of the ByeForever family. So I'll be doing a lot of ByeForever coverage on top of it, and the various clans within that family. And follow me over at Twitter at @ClashScatoria. See whenever I do go live, whenever I drop new videos, whenever I show, I don't know, pictures of goats doing backflips, or pizza, or various cookies. If you haven't already, make sure you guys subscribe here on YouTube. If you enjoy the content, if you like some awesome war coverage, that's my primary thing at the moment. If you guys do have, interest in seeing various different aspects of Clash, whether it be Clash games or, I don't know, farming techniques, or what it looks like when a P.E.K.K.A goes through a maze, I don't know. I'm always open for ideas, and you're always more than welcome to hop over to my personal Discord, discord.gg/the Kill Squad, and then just hit me up, just tag me as soon as you join, and be like, hey, Scatoria, what do you think about doing this? Or, I don't know, what are your thoughts on anything? Whatever. I'm always down to chill with y'all and chit chat. So without further ado, I will see y'all again very soon. I'm also going to have the link to the recruitment server for the ByeForever family. I know this is an Immoral Thieves war, but the Immoral Thieves is mainly just for alumni, guys who we just come together for these. We may just do it like monthly or something for these wars. And so we're not really recruiting in the Immoral Thieves. However, we are recruiting in the ByeForever family, so pop over to the recruitment server. I'll have in the link here down below on YouTube. We've got 3 clans in CWL, 1 in Invite, 1 in Premier, and 1 in Light. We've also got a clan in the NDL, which is a no-dip league, as well as the MLCW. We got clans all over the place. So if you want some sort of competitive war, you want to be a part of this type of action right here, then by all means, join the server, have an interview, see if you've got what it takes. If you're denied, don't take it personally. This means you got to go back, you got to start watching more of these videos, see the different troop comps, see the different metas that are out right now, and then try again in the future. There's no shame, no harm in improving. If you want to be among the best, you got to be the best. So appreciate y'all for hanging out tonight, and I will see you again very soon.